In order to talk about exuberance, I feel like I need to talk a little bit more about visceral electritude. Because exuberance is a positive category of the visceral electric. Because not all visceral electrics is a positive experience. I think when people are feeling really heightened intensity, or they're feeling a kind of overwhelming awkwardness or embarrassment, or self-consciousness, those are moments of high visceral electritude, and they're not necessarily exuberant. I think exuberant is a term that we use to talk about the most positive experiences of visceral electritude, I think. When you feel exuberant, you feel inspired, energized, highly super invigorated, and really just full of where the zest of life becomes, embodied on the most kind of, potentially ecstatic form. So I guess exuberance is a kind of ecstasy, but without the kind of hallucinatory quality that ecstasy can have. And so I think that we all have a natural desire for exuberance. I don't think that we all necessarily know how to achieve it, are willing to take the risk. Let me back up on that a little bit. Sometimes exuberance may depend on surprise. I think that we all want surprise. Surprise is something that we know that neurochemically, when we experience surprise, we release a monoamine called dopamine. Surprise feels good. Also, when you learn in school, I think one of the reasons why people find school so exhilarating is because learning necessitates surprise. Like, in order to learn something new, you need to be surprised by what it is that you didn't already know, as well as what it is that you're learning. So I think there's an exuberance that can be found in surprise, but I also think that there's exuberance to be found elsewhere. Like in the experience we were talking about earlier, being the mogul skier hitting the slopes, or the wingsuited base jumper jumping off the cliff, or the person falling in love with somebody else and feeling the exuberance of the new relationship and new discoveries, because there's lots of surprises. In fact, usually just streams of surprises take place. So I guess that does bring us back to the positive experience of surprise that then leads to exuberance. While some surprises, like learning that your spouse is married to somebody else in another town, has 3 children by the person living a double life, that would be a surprise that would be not exuberant. So I guess all that is to say that exuberance is a kind of category of the visceral electric that's positive, and we all want it. I think the more we get it, the more opportunities we have to expand our subjective territory transversally in the interest of change and expansion, which helps us to better empathize and understand others and the environment through which we live and operate.